UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas 86, Hermansson versus Pyfer just took place. I'm going to go through the full card recap. Starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. This was an uneventful, weird card. Starting with the early prelim opener of Daniel Marcos versus Aori Kaleng. Aori Kaleng and Daniel Marcos. What a boring-ass fight. That ended up being a no contest due to an unintentional groin strike. Daniel Marcos was winning this fight over Aori Kaleng. He was. Aori Kaleng was losing this fight, getting beaten up by Daniel Marcos. I'll just speed run through this. Daniel Marcos was looking good, landed a groin shot. What can you say? It was a no contest. Yeah, good performance there from Daniel Marcos, but he didn't get the win because it was a groin strike. Whatever, we move on up the card. Hyder Emil versus Fernie Garcia. Fernie Garcia should not be in the UFC anymore. Although he did look alright here, he keeps losing, man. That is, how much losses is that in a row? 4? 4 losses. Nakamura, Highstand, Emil, and Newson. Newson is terrible. The other 3 are alright. He lost to Hyder Emil. Got finished here as well. So yeah, good performance by Hyder Emil. Terrible performance by, Fernie Garcia. Very bad performance. 10-5 now. Get rid of him. Hyder Emil gets the job done. Look good. I eventually got the TKO victory. We move on up the card. Bogdan Guskov versus Bogdan Guskov. Bogdan Guskov is his name. Versus Zach Palga. Easy first round KO for Bogdan Guskov. Dude's Pavlovich. That's how he fights. He looks like a Russian Anthony Smith. Except he fights like Pavlovich. He fights exactly like Pavlovich. He fights exactly like Pavlovich. It's not even funny. Good performance here from Bogdan Guskov. Won the first round. Zach Palga looked alright early, I guess. Who cares, though? You lost to Volkan Ozdemir on short notice in your debut. In the top 10, Volkan Ozdemir, and then you compare that to losing to Muhammad Usman. You lost to Muhammad Usman. I respect losing to Volkan Ozdemir a lot more. So yeah, good performance by Bogdan Guskov. Got the KO. We move on up the card. Max Griffin versus Jeremiah Wells. Boring ass fight. Not boring. It was pretty good, but it's just hard to score these fights sometimes. It can go either way. I don't know who to score this to. I'd lean Jeremiah Wells since he was landing more of the power shots, but Max Griffin held his own, could have won. I don't really know who won this one, to be honest. I'm leaning Wells, but it's not robbery. You can give this Max Griffin. Wells, I think, could have got it. I don't really care, though. Who cares? Both guys are never going to be champions. Yeah, Max Griffin got the job done, though, just being more active, I guess. Even though I think Wells could have gotten it, I don't give a fuck. Good win from Max Griffin. We move on up the card. Marcin Prachnio versus Devin Clark. I'm never picking Devin Clark ever again. Never. I think he's the most pathetic fighter in the UFC. I picked him to KO Marcin Prachnio. He didn't even try. Third round could have went Clark's way, in my opinion. First 2 rounds, he just stood there. What is it with Prachnio? He makes Roundtree stand there and he outstrikes Roundtree. He makes William Knight stand there and he outstrikes William Knight. Vitor Petrino is a savage. He'll beat fucking Pereira soon. Where are you at, Vitor Petrino? You're a savage killer. Marcin Prachnio has the freezing, the Rosenstrike. Imagine Rosenstrike against Prachnio. Rosenstrike would legit lose because he doesn't do anything. Prachnio got the win. Good win. Devin Clark's shit. Can't even shoot a takedown for his life. Couldn't get the takedowns. Never picking him again. Good win from Prachnio. We move on. Lima Lookboom versus Bruna Brazil. Lookboom looked tiny out there, but she was just better than Bruna Brazil. Better than Bruna Brazil. Did better everywhere. Was just better than Bruna Brazil in the striking, the grappling. Won the fight 29-28, 30-27. Good performance by Lima Lookboom. Really good win. She's very underrated in that division. Very underrated fighter. Like, she's one of the, like, the not dark horses. She's not even in the rankings, but what weight class is she in? Strawweight. Alright. UFC rankings. Who's number 15 at strawweight? It is... Who's number 15 at strawweight? Julian Robertson? You kind of have to have her in there, though. Michelle Waterson, get the fuck out. Fuck you. Put Robertson in there, because she's actually coming off a few good wins. Get Michelle Waterson out of there. Just because you like her, the UFC... Just because the UFC likes her, and you guys like her, doesn't mean she has to be in there. Get her out. She's coming off a bunch of losses. Get Luma Lookboom in here. Good performance from Luma Lookboom. She won this fight. We move on up the card. Balaji Oki versus Timmy Kwamba. I went with Balaji Oki. And it was a pretty uneventful fight again. I rewatched this one I kind of skimmed through it. Oki won. Terrible fight. Fuck, who cares about this one, really? But Oki got the win. That's all that matters. And yeah, good win from Oki. Just popping out the shots and popping out jabs and straight shots on Kwamba. Good win. We move on up the card. Carlos Prates versus Trevin Giles. Giles has a chin issue, man. I feel bad for him, kind of, because he's looking so good in these fights, even against Dricus du Plessis. I guess I'll mention it after, but he was looking really good against Prates. Prates needs to fix some stuff in his game, or else he'll lose quick. It's Trevin Giles. He got the KO, though, eventually, but Giles was figuring him out, beating him, actually outclassing him, in my opinion, in that fight. But Giles got caught. It happens. He's looked good against Dricus du Plessis early in their fight. Looks good against Dricus. He's starting to look good. Oh, he's down and out. Dricus caught him and put him out. Oh, he's looking good against Michael Morales. Good shots from Trevin Giles. Oh, Morales caught him and put him out. And now here as well against Carlos Prates. Yeah, not Prates. Prates is his name. Good win from Carlos Prates. Beatable, though. Fix some stuff in your game. You almost lost to Trevin Giles. We move on, up the card. Rodolfo Vieira versus Armen Petrosyan. Rodolfo Vieira won. I kind of was going to pick Vieira as well. I went Petrosyan because I didn't think Vieira had it anymore. How old is Vieira? 34. Dude, he looks like he's fucking 50. He looks like he's 50. Like, I know he's built and shit, but, like, the balding, he's balding. You know, he looks old as fuck. He's still like 34, which is insane. And Armen Petrosyan, I want to say he's older than him. 33. Petrosyan looks like he's 20. Not 20, but like 20, late 20s. 28, 29. Anyways, Vieira got the first round sub. Good shit from Vieira. Got the win. Good stuff from Rodolfo Vieira. He needed it, and he got the job done over Petrosyan. Tapping him out. Petrosyan looked like it was controversial a little bit controversial. Because Petrosyan looked like he didn't tap, but he was gonna tap. He was in. It was over. Sucks for Petrosyan. Probably won't be anything, but good stuff from Rodolfo Vieira. We move on. Up the card, Michael Johnson versus Darius Flowers. Michael Johnson just held him down for 3 rounds. There was some scrappy moments on the feet, but he used his grappling to get the win. It's good to see that from Michael Johnson, you know, because you see, like, these, you know, Clay Guida in his career, for example. He even used it against Michael Johnson himself. You know, scrapping in early part of his career, but he turns into a grappler, which is boring, but for these legends, not legends, no, Clay Guida's a legend. Michael Johnson's also a legend, why not? He's fought the best of the best. I know he's lost some and won some, and never really got to a title, but he fought Khabib, fought Poirier, fought Ferguson, he fought all those guys, Barboza, so he's a legend. Dariush, I think he fought as well. All the top guys. I know Ferguson's not really there anymore, but still. Nate Diaz, a lot of big guys, so he's a legend, I'll say as well. Yeah. He won this fight. But I like seeing him use some grappling, because it's like a safe approach to winning these fights, and he did it here against Darius Flowers. Good stuff from Johnson. Close fight, but Johnson out-wrestled him, did enough, in my opinion. It was more even in the striking, or nothing much happened in the striking, and Johnson had the takedowns. Good for Johnson, he got the win. We move on up the card. Gregory Rodriguez versus Brad Tavares. Told you, Brad Tavares did good. Brad Tavares did well. Alright, did well in this fight. Rodriguez is a tank, man. He's a tank. That's what it comes down to. He was a tank out there. Got the win. You know, what'd you expect? He looked like a beast out there, man. Looked like a beast. Took down Tavares here and there. Thing is, I don't think Tavares' takedown defense is... I think you can chain wrestle him. That's why I've noticed Tavares in him. He's got good takedown defense. Does he, though? It's kind of like a good takedown defense, but he's really good at getting back up. That's the difference. His initial takedown defense is good. You can chain wrestle him, though. That's what Rodriguez did do. Well, he took him down single legs and shit, because Rodriguez is a tank, and he's big as fucking strong as hell. But still, he's good. Good stuff from Gregory Rodriguez. Won this fight. Got the TKO eventually in the third round. Tavares is good. Not good enough. We move on. Up the card. Ihor Potieria versus Robert Brycek. Robert Brycek's not that good. I'm just sick of these bums who we think's just good from the regional scenes, then they just look like fucking bums. I get the pressure and shit, but still, Ihor Potieria won this fight. He took it on 3 days' notice and he beat you. Took it on 3 days' notice for Albert Duraev. Duraev probably would have won. So good shit from Ihor Potieria. Boring fight. Both guys look sloppy. Can't really give much credit to Ihor Potieria. Like, cool, you're back on the winning column. Good job. Yeah, Ihor Potieria won. Who cares? We move on. A boring fight. But this was not boring. Dan Ige versus Andre Fili. Sucks for Andre Fili. He lost his fight badly. Got KO'd. Was looking good. I was kind of rooting for Fili because Dan Ige is a fucking... He's a fucking plant. Like, just... Like, personality-wise, he's a fucking plant. Just sits there, does nothing. He's like, yeah, I'm ready for the fight this weekend. As where Fili's like, I like big booty Latinas. You know, it's that went around. Got a sick KO in his last fight over Lucas Almeida. But sucks he gets caught here. Sucks he gets caught here. Put out badly. Good for Dan Ige. He actually showed some personality on the mic. Was crying. Well, was emotional. I don't think he was crying, but still. His wife was in labor. Yeah, so he had to make it quick. Good stuff from Dan Ige. He got the job done. I'm shocked he couldn't do that to Bryce Mitchell. To be honest with you, he couldn't drop Bryce Mitchell. Couldn't do any of that. So it's really weird to see that, but still, Nate Landwehr couldn't KO him. The last guy KO'd officially was Damon Jackson. So maybe there's some level opponents he can KO, the Feelies of the world, the Jacksons of the world, but maybe Landwehr's got a better chin than them, which I do agree. But still, good stuff from Ige. He won the fight. And yeah, he was supposed to fight Lerone Murphy. Let's rebook that one. Or maybe do him Joe Anderson Brito. But I think Brito's fighting Jack Shore for some fucking retarded reason now. So whatever. We move on up the card. Jack Hermansson versus Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer, man, wasn't terrible. It's Jack Hermansson. I think if we had different expectations here, like Hermansson can win this one, it wouldn't be as bad. Hermansson, it's not like Pyfer got KO'd. It's not like he got fucking destroyed. Like, Hermansson won a 48-47 decision. Lost the first 2 rounds. Pyfer was looking good. And then the last 3, Hermansson just took over. Chopped to the legs. Landed some straight shots. And yeah, he won this fight. Hermansson looked good. Why didn't you do that against Delidze? You didn't shoot for a takedown until round 5. Why didn't you do that against Roman Delidze? You were schooling him. Thank fuck Delidze lost to a Mavov. Fuck him. Proves how shit he is. But he's good. I like Hermansson. Won the fight. Pyfer's good. We'll learn from this definitely. He hasn't even deserved a ranked opponent. He beat 3 guys in the UFC. Two of them being good. Alan Amedovski beat his debut. Fuck him. That's an easy work win. Beershard and Abdulrazak Alexander step ups to that. But Hermansson's good, man. The only guy he lost to was Delidze, whatever. Strickland split decision. Wasn't a split decision, but that was a close competitive fight. Not close. I think Strickland won clear, but competitive fight where Hermansson gave Strickland problems. And then Vettori beat him. Whatever. His eye got fucked by this guy. Why did you lose to Vettori and Delidze, man? You let those guys up the rankings? Fuck, man. It's so embarrassing seeing him lose to those guys, but still. Yeah, good stuff from what's his name? Hermansson. Good stuff. He won. Yeah, Pyfer. I think he just believed in his power too much. And Hermansson was more tougher than he expected. Good stuff from Hermansson. He called up Mavov. Why not do it? Why not do a Mavov Hermansson? I don't mind it. I think it's a really good fight, actually, in that fight. I don't even know who to pick there. Probably Hermansson. He's really good on the feet, but Mavov could beat him, though. But can he? I don't know. It's a close fight. Anyways, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Full card recap. Peace.